Mutant athlete. I take Mutant products, and I love the products. But the fact of the matter is, the truth of the matter is these didn't make me huge. They didn't make me big. They didn't make me win the contest I won. Obviously, I think this is obvious, but I'm just here to set it straight that, you know, these products are to help you achieve your goals. You know, they just give you a little edge to help you get to where you want to be. And as bodybuilders, you know, whatever, you want every edge you can get. A true champion needs to take advantage of every aspect they have available to them to be the best they can be. And, you know, everyone takes supplements. Everyone takes products, and you got to choose what product's best for you. And these products, in my opinion, are the best for me. That's what I chose, and I was lucky to get a sponsorship by them. And I love their products. But the point I'm trying to make is that these don't create champions. These products don't create champions. We create champions. It's the hard work in the gym. It's the dedication. It's the grueling 2-hour workouts. It's getting the rest, getting the sleep, getting the 10, 12 meals in a day, whatever it takes to be a champion. That's what makes a champion, not the products. But the products help. So, you know, you have to take the products and take every advantage of everything you can to become a champion. And that's what we do here. So I just got to set the record straight, you know, and let everyone know that we're being honest here, and these products don't make a champion. I think I made myself pretty clear.
I think you made yourself pretty clear, Rich. I know that we've all been talking about this since we got to the house, and we've been running into kids at the gym. Ronaldo and Gabe and I hit the gym together, and you came with us. And you know, like the one kid said to me the other day, we'll start with this because it's a good place to start. He goes, I took a couple bags of weight gainer, and I didn't get any weight.
Yeah.
And
the bottom line was what?
Well, he said he had 2 shakes a day. I had 2 of those mass gainers a day, and I didn't gain any weight. And I said, well, what about the other 4 meals? What about the other? You know, there's people. They seem to think that we're trying to pull the wool over their eyes.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is like I was saying earlier. I mean, Ronaldo knows what it's like to train on nothing but 3 cups of coffee. For energy. You know, 3 cups of coffee is a good caffeine blast. You'll have a good workout. But would you rather train on 3 cups of coffee or a scientifically formulated product that's got a lot more to it than that, like Mayhem, you know?
Well, it's designed for us. Coffee's an everyday, average Joe, you know, energy pick-me-up. This has got a lot more than just,
more than just caffeine.
So,
you know, this is good. This is got a whole bunch more ingredients in it to not only perk you up, but the mental focus, the pump enhancement, all that sort of stuff, you know? I mean, we've all got some products in front of us because, you know, we all chose products that we wanted to talk about, and, you know? I mean, what about you, Ronaldo?
Well, I mean, I got the pump here in the branch chains, and, you know, I just want to go into, you know, what started it. The first thing I started using was a whey protein, right? And using the whey protein, I understood that it wasn't just the whey protein. You know, it was what I'm eating all day, and the whey protein is just something I use at a certain time because it is fast, and that's the only reason. You know, beyond that, I started, you know, I got into creatine. We have a creatine here. Then I went over to branch chains and glutamine, and you know, I really noticed a difference, especially when I threw in branch chains, because you know, you're gonna get a lot more endurance in your workouts. Usually, I get like a 45-minute mark where I start feeling kind of sluggish. But then, you know, I'm drinking a branch chains as I'm training, and I can go well beyond that point. And, you know, the thing about branch chains is it really, you know, prevents muscle breakdown, prevents that wear and tear during your workout, and your body can actually take branch chains and turn them into energy, which is going to fuel you, you know, without carbohydrates. So if you're, you know, if you're down on carbs, you're trying to get ready for a show, you're dieting, branch chains make a huge difference. But everything else has to be in order. You know?
Yeah, you can't miss 3 meals and expect the branch chains to carry you through a 90-minute quad workout.
No way.
You know, and that's the problem that we're running into, right? I mean, is people thinking that this is what we're trying to tell them.
Right.
And that's not what we're trying to tell them.
Well, I think there's been a lot of exacerbated, you know, ads in the past in the magazines that we've all read that have claimed ridiculous, wacky claims. You know, that this is going to, if you take this product and this product only, it's going to do A, B, and C.
619% more intensity.
Whatever, what have you, you know.
Well, that's what people want. They're looking for that easy way out. You know, they don't want to work. They want to find that easy way out to get what they want to get, the easy way. You know, and they got to realize the only way to get to where you want to be is hard work. You know, you got to work your ass off. You know, this isn't going to get you to be a champion. You know, you got to work your ass off and add this, and you know, and so on and so forth. And that's what's going to be a true champion.
And Rich, you've been training the longest out of all of us. How many years, or since when?
31 years.
31 years, and I've been 19 now. I've been training since I was 16.
Yeah, I got 24 years of banging.
15.
15, yeah.
So as you accumulative, we've got over 100 years worth of experience.
Then the guy with the fewest years has the pro card.
Yeah. You've got the equivalent at this mutant table sitting here of a fucking Yoda, right?
Yeah, we got
Essentially,
100 years.
Right, 100 years plus. And, you know, what better place to start than ask us? You know, we're the ones with the experience, you know, starting from the protein powders that tasted like chalk.
I remember the weight gainers that were basically, if you actually broke down what was in them, it was just cake mix.
Yeah, it was awful.
With extra milk protein thrown in. That's all it was.
Yeah.
I remember blending those up because back when I started, shakers didn't cut it.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to live off that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I lived off it.
Well, my choice was, the Mayhem and the Creacon. I mixed these together. I also used the pump. That's no BS. I can't. I'm not even going to try to do a workout without my pump. So, but the Creacon and the Mayhem for me, like you said, mental focus. I've always been a huge fan of creatine. I've been using it since I was 17 years old.
Yep.
And it's one of the very few products that I found that buying the right one is important, but creatine works. Like,
Yeah.
bar none, it works. I love
Yeah,
it.
like we were talking earlier, there's thousands of studies now that irrefutably prove that creatine supplementation does maximize cell volume and increase performance. It just simply does.
See, I'm learning something here. You know, listening to you guys talk, I'm kind of like the old school guy. I eat big, I work out big, and I sleep big, and I just, you know, kill it in the gym. You know, this stuff is educating me somewhat. I mean, I do use a lot of the products, but I don't know as much of this. This is good for me. I like this.
Yeah. Well,
go ahead.
Well, yeah, I was just going to say, you know, as long as people remember that this is a component of the plan, you know? I mean, the pump works so well for me because my carbs, protein, sodium, fluid are all planned and all on par with where they're supposed to be. But if you're dehydrated, you haven't drank anything, the pump's not going to help you during your workout. And people have to know.
It's not a miracle.
Yeah, you have to have your shit together.
Yeah.
For this stuff to have the effect that it can have. You have to allow it to work by doing the work.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely have to.
I always tell people, you know, you get the guy comes up to you and doesn't, you know, they obviously look at you and they're looking to get some, you know, results, and then they come up to you and it's like, what kind of protein do you take? And I kind of don't even care to tell them.
You skipped right over
because
the
it's like, protein. What kind of protein do I take? Well, there's egg whites, there's chicken breast, there's fish, there's steak. I take that kind of protein. What kind of protein do you take? Yeah. They don't seem to want to get that. And then, you know, further explanation is just turns into, you got to look at it like this. Protein is more like the icing on the cake, or basically supplements are the icing on the cake. You got to build out that foundation, and then you put that pretty little layer on top, and then you're going to get something, you know, really excellent. But if you don't have the whole cake, what's the use of the frosting?
People want the easy way out.
Exactly.
That's what they want. And, you know, there is no easy way out, guys. You got to work hard. You got to work your ass off in the gym. And this is going to help, but it's not going to create a champion. So you have to know that. When you buy the product, you have to realize that if you buy that bag of mass, you know, you're not going to be a huge bodybuilder in 3 months. You know, that's not the answer. The answer is hard work in the gym, eating 10 to 12 times a day, and getting your sleep. That's the truth. And if you don't have that, don't even attempt it. You know, if you don't have that mentality that you want to be the best you can be, and you're going to do whatever it takes, then don't even go that way, because we don't want to hear you sit and complain and ask questions and blah, blah, blah. If you decide to take that road, do it right and do everything it takes and be a champion. Right?
Right.
Well, over 100 years at this table says so.
Exactly.
You know?